And here we are with the 48 kilogram weight class final, and the participants here are Gerg Dhort from the Mississauga Matmen, and he's the wrestler in the black uniform, and Altaf Stationwala from London in the blue uniform. And Frank, we saw Altaf earlier and we were impressed with him.
Yeah, good deep doubles. I've seen Dhort wrestle before, and
wow,
he goes hard for the whole 5 minutes.
Good action here, as you would expect from these lightweights. We saw Stationwala earlier. We're very impressed, but the caliber competition he's up against here looks a little tougher, Frank.
Yeah.
Gerg Dhort looks like he's moving very, very well.
Stationwala's in well on the single, though.
He has. He's got that tight. Good finish. Good chest pressure. And Stationwala scores the first point. Altaf Stationwala from the London Amateur Wrestling Club, coached by Ray Takahashi. And he's now trying for the gut wrench. He's almost got it. A lot of pressure on that rib cage. And it's fought off very, very nicely by Gerg Dhort. Out of bounds. Dhort's pounding the mat a little here, trying to regain his concentration. And here we go, back on the feet. I thought he was a little far out on that shot, Frank.
Yeah, and I think if anything, we'll see Stationwala is a lot more mature in his competitive experience here.
Yeah,
he's not going to lose his cool at all.
Gerg is not setting up properly. He's just slapping and taking shots from the outside. And of course, he's being countered with this front headlock by Altaf Stationwala. And if he's smart here in a championship match, he'll just take the single points whenever he can get them, right?
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
There's
a good whip over. And now the referee's calling for two.
No points.
Well, what they're saying there is that it was a spin under that was initiated by Gerg Dhort as opposed to a whip by Altaf, but I thought I saw a hand in the armpit there.
Yeah, I did too.
Now Altaf is trying to get the single point, and a front headlock.
Nice power and spins behind for more control.
Nice gobbly. 2 more points for Stationwala. The score is now 3-0, and he's still in control. And he still hasn't got scored with the gut wrench.
You see Dhort look over to the corner there to see if he can get some sort of advice, but I think he's just mismatched here.
I think there's the gut wrench we've been waiting to see. 2 more points by Stationwala. I think there's a maturity and a strength factor here as well.
There's almost 3 minutes left, Lou, and I think Stationwala is in definite control here.
Well, Gerg Dhort is certainly a game wrestler. He's not trying to get off the mat by any means. The score is now 5-0 for Altaf Stationwala over Gerg Dhort. There's another spin under. I guess that's the same move. That should be almost called a misthrow.
They did.
Okay, they did, and they're going to let it go. And that's one of the new rules, Frank. They don't stand you up anymore. And I think that's a rule that had a long time coming, but I'm glad to see it for one.
Dhort's lost his competitive composure here. He's just flailing away, trying to score from a long way away and not taking his time to set up.
He's still got some time. All he needs is one good three-pointer, a double to the back. I like to see that, up 5-0 and still being the aggressor. Not going to give the other man a chance to set. And they're calling for a caution against Altaf Stationwala.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. They wave it off. Well, he's staying near the edge of the mat. He's backing off the mat a little here. Oh, very nice. Very nice knee pick. For a single point, the score is now 6-0 for Altaf Stationwala of London Amateur Wrestling Club over Gerg Dhort of the Mississauga Matmen.
A little under 2 minutes to go.
Well, certainly we were right on our initial go-round on Altaf Stationwala.
It's tough. He's looking at him in with that Russian leg ride after. He's really cranking.
He's got him. It looks like over 90 degrees here. We haven't got the points yet, but now we've got him.
It's 2 more.
He's got a lot of pressure in that hip, Frank.
And now he'll just work for the pin.
Or he'll just sit there for a minute. But he certainly looks like the more mature, older athlete. Yes. Of course, these 2 wrestlers are about the same age, but there looks like a strength, a maturity, and a strength factor here.
Yeah, and I think probably that training at the university level makes such a difference.
Oh, absolutely. You're in there with older, more experienced wrestlers. But Gerg Dhort, certainly a competitive wrestler. He had to be good just to reach the final in this tournament. And the pin was confirmed just before Gerg Dhort rolled off his back. And your 48-kilogram champion of the Espoir division here at the Ontario Championships is Altaf Stationwala of the London Amateur Athletic Club. And congratulations to Altaf and the coaching staff, Ray Takahashi, Harry Jarris, and the guys in London.
It's a great